My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here with my review for the premiere of Heroes Reborn. And first off, I would like to say, Yatta! Me, I wasn't one of those people that watched this show in the very beginning. I actually started watching this show only a few months ago, and after watching just the first episode, I got hooked. At first, I was just watching one episode at a time, and then I got more and more into a full-on binge, which this is the first show I actually full-on binged on Netflix. So, definitely a first. But in comparison to this premiere, in comparison to the original series, especially in the beginning, people in that series, people were either just finding out about their abilities or they had just recently found out. Whereas in this series, being 5 years later from the final season of the original, people know that they're Evos, as they call them now. And even an accident, which, it causes them to have to register, because I guess they're being blamed for, all being blamed for it. And they're either having to go into hiding or they are being killed. So it's kind of a little reminiscent of X-Men with the Registration Act, and even sort of, you could say it's sort of similar to the Civil War storyline, where people were having to register who they were. Which, when I think about it, kind of makes sense. Just for one person doing something, just for one Evo doing something, everyone's going to blame them all for it, no matter what the real truth is. And as people have said many times, people are afraid of what they do not understand. Which I have to say, this premiere, it definitely gets me very, very interested in seeing where the rest of this series ends up. Definitely. But if I were to say anything, I sort of am, I guess you could say, saddened about on this series, is the fact we're not going to see every person return, but we're going to see some. So I would say that's better than nothing at all. I'm pretty sure any fan would much prefer that than no returning characters. But I've never been a person that actually have watched a revival, so I don't know if this is meant as a one-shot, or maybe, kind of opening the possibility of this series continuing with a next generation type of thing, because that's kind of what this show is kind of doing, because we have new characters, some of them being younger than the ones we had before, some high school kids, and some people that just won't accept who they are. But I really do hope that if this series does well enough, I would hope that we would see more of Heroes in the future. I really do. But when it comes to characters that just interest me about the episode period, I would have to say I kind of interested in the character Tommy, which that same actor, I know him from Once Upon a Time playing Peter Pan, who was brought out as a villain. So definitely interesting to see him in a different show. Definitely. And as a good guy. But it seems like he's a Peter-like character. I just have that feeling, and from seeing those previews, of when he's talking, he talks just like Peter did. Even though he does not have the same abilities, I'm definitely interested in him as a character. And I want to know more about the character calls herself Miko, which in the episode, she's using the Kensei sword. I could tell she is not the daughter of Hiro Nakamura, but I would think she would have to have some sort of connection with Hiro for the fact that she has the Kensei sword. Because last I checked, that sword belonged to Hiro. But I'm not going to go into theories and accidentally spoil it for other people. But definitely, those are two characters I want to hear more about, and seeing all these different returning characters. But I'm definitely excited to see where the rest of this show goes from here. But in other news, I actually found out that the comic book artist called Colin Bunn, don't know who he is going to be writing an ongoing comic called Heroes Season 5. But bad thing is, for right now, there's not a date for when it's going to start, and there is not an artist as of yet. So I definitely think that is great for the people that kind of want to know what happened after Season 4. And me, I haven't read a comic like that kind of continues the show since like the first few digital issues of Smallville Season 11. So, but it'll definitely be something I would definitely be on the lookout for and read myself. But let me know down in the comments below your thoughts and opinions on this episode, and maybe predictions on what you think might happen in this season. But also be on the lookout. This Saturday, I'll be starting reviews for Guardians of the Galaxy, which I was wrong. It's at night, so I wouldn't have it up until that night. So let me know your thoughts, and also check out my other reviews. And as always, my name is Jimmy, and until next time, bye.